What's going on, y'all? You know where I'm at, and you know what I'm about to do. Just play up on the cow. I want to holler at y'all real quick, because normally I'll shoot this video before the run, but this time I decided to do it afterwards. And I want to talk about something. I want to talk about the benefits of running and getting your mind right. Now, I'll just explain my story for me. If you haven't heard it for the past 500 times, this has been a weight loss journey for me, but it's also been a journey with me finding myself. You think about stuff while you're running. Sometimes you think about random stuff. You might think about a woman. You might think about what you're going to eat. You might think about what you're going to do for the weekend. But when I go on these long distance runs, like these 10, 5, 7-mile runs, you really get a chance to sit with yourself, right? Of course, you got your music to help you along the way. But when you're pushing yourself to that limit and you start thinking about where you need to be in your life, it's only you out there, right? There's no distraction. There's nobody on the side of you. That's if you run by yourself. I run by myself. There's nobody there but you. And even if you're running with somebody, they're still not in your body, right? They're not in your lungs. They're not in your heart. They're not in your sweat. You have to deal with you. An ex a few years ago told me this. Wherever you go, you're going to have to take yourself with you. And that's probably the realest thing she could have ever told me, because it's true. When I go on these runs, I think about all the mistakes I made. I think about all the good things I've done. I think about all the good things I have to do. I start weighing options. I start saying, okay, should I take this deal or that deal? And it kind of puts me in a peaceful mindset, even though my body is in chaos. Like, bro, sometimes we have to find peace in the chaos, right? It's easier said than done, but it can be done. Running for me is like a form of meditation at this point. I never thought I would have loved to get up at 6, 7 o'clock in the morning, be outside in the cold or the rain, and get up and run miles. But guess what? I learned to love it. It's a skill that I have now. And that skill, it's helped me out physically, but it's also helped me out mentally, with just putting things in the right perspective, saying, okay, I got this lane. Let me see if I want to take this lane, or this lane. And while I'm running, and while you're running, you can do the same thing. Even if you don't run, even if you walk, right? If you're a walker, get your ass out there and walk and think about your life. Plot your next move. It helps you with mental toughness. I've always been able to handle things under pressure, but of course I'm not perfect. So sometimes I might bust under pressure, right? But when you're putting your body under pressure with all this physical activity, and you're able to train your mind to be calm, you're going to a whole nother plane that you never thought you could have entered, right? I just entered this week with 25 miles. I used to be happy about ending the week with 5 miles just a few months ago. Now I'm at 25. Y'all, like the I don't know how to say it, man. It's just the good things that come along with it are so, I can't even explain it, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm lost for words right now. But what I'm really trying to say is, man, running has changed my life. It's made me sexy. Of course, we know that, right? It's done all the physical stuff to me, but it's also done this mental thing to me, where I've transformed my mind, where I can think strategic, right? I can think like a general on the warfield, versus me just thinking about what's in front of me right now. I'm thinking about what's in the long run. That's a good analogy, right? When you're running, you see that stop sign, right? Let me show you something. You see that shed? You're thinking about that shed. You're not thinking about what's in front of you right now. You're thinking about long term. You're thinking about getting to that shed. And in the way you can get to that shed, you're going to get to that shed. Your mind is going to draw it out for you, right? So that's what running's done for me. Another thing I can say, it just feels good to breathe in that fresh, crisp air in the morning, looking at the Mountain Dew. Just take it in, just breathe in. It might be funny, but it's true. Like when your lungs are good, your lungs are healthy, not filled with tobacco, not filled with bad stuff. The air just feels better. The air tastes better. And of course, you got like toxins and shit in the air. You can't you can't do nothing about that. But I'm saying, like, where I'm at, I'm in the country. The air just feels so better, and it just gives me life. And I know it gives you life. Of course we know that, but I'm saying in another way, I just feel so alive when I'm out there. So I advise y'all, man, if you can do it, pick up that hobby. Of course, it's gonna get you right as far as your body goes, but it gets your mind right too if you're doing what you're supposed to do. So I advise y'all do that today. Do it this weekend. Go for a walk. Go for a jog. And think about life. And get into a habit. You ain't got to do 25 miles. You ain't got to do 10 miles. You ain't got to do 13 miles. That's just a personal goal I want to do. But just go outside and get active, man. Get one with nature. We all were inside last year. Couldn't really do nothing. This year it's a little bit more free. It's really about to open up. Y'all know that, right? The world is about to open up again. Just go outside and be one with nature, man. How it's supposed to be. Anyway, it's my short video for today. About to take a shower. As you can see, I'm drenched. Now I advise y'all do the same. Get your ass up.